watching the Fill-In Weasel show by Chris Master 1 right now, and it's muted for obvious reasons, but that's not what we're going to take a look at in this video. What we're going to take a look at in this video is this, obviously, which you can probably get from the video title. I didn't need this, and in fact, I wasn't really even going to pick it up at first, but when I took a closer look at it and looked at all of the various features that it had, and then the price tag, which you can see there, I had to get it because it's actually probably one of the highest end VHSC units you'll find. It's certainly the highest, it's certainly the highest end unit I have right now in my possession. It is a Panasonic camcorder model number PV-L608. For comparison, the last unit I bought, this one that I'm recording the video with right now, is a PV-L457. And there's quite a bit of difference. The view screen is much larger on this model, the 608. Still has the same speaker. It says that it's got a 3.2-inch LCD. This one just says palm size LCD monitor, so I'm not sure how big the screen is, but I'd say no more than 1.5 to 2 inches. And it's also got a 5-head system, whereas this one's only got a 4-head system. Well, this has got 5, this has got 4, just to make it clearer for people who may not know what I'm talking about. Overall, it's laid out in pretty much the same way. The switch is a little bit different, but you'll see that when I actually get around to recording all the videos off of this. I find it rather amusing that they say, oh, come on, focus please. Probably needs a little bit more light in order to focus right, but 23 times high definition zoom lens. Didn't think you'd see something high definition on something like that, did you? I'm not sure quite what the zoom on this is, but I don't think that it is 23 times, and that's optical. I'm not talking about the digital zoom, because digital zoom is practically stupid for all intents and purposes. I'm not quite sure what these two buttons up here are supposed to do. Let's shine some light on this so we can actually get a look. Detection mode and negative/position, or neg/POS. I don't know what that's supposed to be. There's an external mic port. I don't know if this one's got one, but I would assume that it probably does somewhere. There's a warning about how the video light gets hot in operation, which they are not actually joking about at all. It really does get hot. It's a halogen video light. And it does actually have the lens cap intact. Everything here is basically intact. Reports to have digital electronic image stabilization, which I can tell you right now, from personal experience, is absolutely doggone useless. Well, experience with this camera. Anyways, this particular one I'm using to record right now. And if we take a look at some of the other controls here, it's pretty much laid out the same. It did come with a battery, but I don't know if the battery works. I would be very surprised if it does. Battery release levers here. Tape eject, display, it's got a menu on it. This one also has a menu, but it's not a menu for a lot of different things. It's just a menu, I believe, for setting the clock and for other various things like that. A titler, high-speed shutter, digital zoom, that enables the digital zoom, electronic image stabilizer. It's got a multitude of faders. We'll have to experiment with some of those in the video. Backlight compensation, there's the video light switch there, and I believe that's pretty much it for the controls. Wide-angle telephoto, but every camera has that, really. I believe it's still got a black and white viewfinder, but it might be color. I don't know. I'll have to check on that and report back. But anyways, I believe it's time that we take a look at this camera on video. So here goes nothing. Now, I haven't checked to see if the tape basket works, so we're going to find out now if it does. Hopefully it does. I'm really hopeful, because most of these VHSC camcorders like this actually do happen to work, but I don't know. I did replace the clock battery as well, so that will work. PV-L608. Picture looks good. No clue what it's recording yet. Example of some of the zoom anyways. It's pretty much the same, generally speaking, as the PV-L457 I was using to record this video, as you can see here. And some of the controls that it's got, much less sparing controls, I'll tell you that much. Suggesting that it was a much lower end unit. This also definitely, both units have a black and white viewfinder. It's a black and white picture tube. It's not a LCD or color panel or anything fancy like that. Let's try experimenting with some of these fades here. Oh, that's not the right button. How about a white fade? That ought to be very interesting. It says SFT black. I'm not quite sure what that means in its entirety, but it definitely looked cool. So here we can see some of my clock radio collection anyways, and other things. Just having a look around the room. There's something else I bought. It will not be getting its own video because it's actually kind of a piece of crap. Probably shouldn't have bought it, but guess what? I did. And hey, that's actually a serial mouse with mouse systems compatibility, so it's definitely a handy thing to have around. Okay, let's see here. It's a hard edge fade. And a mosaic fader. I'm not sure if all of those different various fades fade the audio like they do on the PV-L457 over there, or if it's just like that camcorder and it just fades the picture, and also like the JVCs, they just fade the picture. So yeah, there we go. There is your camcorder. Just a quick little test of it, anyways. What kind of other fader modes do we have? Well, we got a box, but I think that's, it's basically the same thing as the diamond, but it's a box instead. It's like a square or rectangle or whatever. How about the random fade? That ought to be interesting. And I just realized that wouldn't work without my actually pushing the button. What a dork I am, eh? Holy crap, that's cool. I tell you what, I like the way that looks. But this thing's got more tricks up its sleeve. I can fade it with different colors. So there's white. Yellow, red, magenta, blue, cyan. There's a green, which funny enough is almost the same green as my wall. And back to black. That really is cool. I like that. That's a very, very neat thing to have. So that just turns it off, I'm guessing. And there's a normal fade. Here's a quick test of the video light. Here's with the light on and with the light off. I think you'll agree it makes quite a big difference. I really do like these camcorders that have got the video light because it just makes everything so much easier to record. Especially if you happen to be in a room like such as this one, which is basically a black hole when it comes down to light. Let me see what kind of additional trouble I can get myself into with this thing. running it off of the AA battery pack that came with the 457. Probably not too happy I disturbed his sleep, but that's okay. Just a quick little look around. Turn the video light off. Let's test out the zoom functionality. There's 23 times zoom. Turn on electronic image stabilization. You can see that it does not seem to do a whole lot. Except lower our field of view. I wonder if I can turn on the titler while the... No, I can't turn the titler on while the video is recording. Oh well. Doesn't matter too much to me. Bring it outside for a little bit of fun. Take it in here, and I'll look at a few things. Check out this mess. Yeah, I junk picked that. It's going to need some help. Really, it looks a whole lot worse than it is. Actually, I just found something. I think that's part of one of the wheels that's supposed to be on the bottom. Had that note attached to it. Home 112, it says. Missing a piece over here, and just generally dirty. I'm going to take it all apart and clean it out. The bearings seem relatively free. It's a humidifier, not a dehumidifier, despite what it looks like. This is the drum. Definitely needs some work. But it's not like it's work I can't do. Here. Take a look at the lovely grass, which is more weed than it is grass. There's a couple of lovely things there. I'm impressed at how well this AA battery pack seems to hold up. But in my test, brief test with it, once the power levels lowers quite a bit, it really does start to drop pretty rapidly. Oh, look at this. I think there's some weeds here that are going to need to get the treatment with the weed trimmer. Just a quick look, walk around, a little bit of fun with the camera that I hope works. I'm not 100% positive. I know what this is, or was. I guess it's more like it. Never really paid attention to it. Then it falls off again. You can see there's definitely some bare spots. And lots of weeds. This area of the grass has always been hard to actually grow grass in, and it's been more so difficult with the pool being here. I wonder if we're going to get some rain tonight. Possibly, I don't know. But yes, I think that's a pretty good test of the camcorder. I would say that it works. Ooh, I want to get a little bit of footage of that spinning down. Not the best, but at least you can see it. You can see it turning freely without so much as any maintenance. In fact, I don't even think it's ever been oiled. Try doing that with your modern pieces of crap. Is this locked? Yeah, that's locked, so I can't get in there. That doesn't look too happy, but its blooming time is over anyways, so... The zoom control makes a little bit of noise. Yeah, I have too many projects going on. And here is something else that will be getting its own video very, very shortly. But for now, that's it for this camcorder. Thank you for watching. If you have any comments, feel free to leave them down below. And this is CP666 signing off. I hope to see you next time. Hold on, and I just saw something here that I didn't test. I'm going to test that out. Look kind of cool. How about a red fade? It says STR. What does that do? It's pretty cool, actually.